Hey y'all, welcome back to Cooking with the Word. We are leaning more towards a more healthy lifestyle, which most people should be trying to do today. We are going to be making some salmon cakes, and they're going to have some onion. We're going to put some bell pepper in there for a little bit of extra crunch, with some pork rinds, which is a staple for most keto recipes to use in place of flour. And I'm going to use some Worcestershire sauce, some garlic powder, some onion, and an egg to mold it all together. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all, we drained our 2 cans of salmon, and we got it in a bowl, and we are getting ready to crush up our pork rinds. Now, when we're using this in place of flour, you want it like a flour consistency. So we're probably going to take a couple of handfuls in a bag, a big bag, and you'll just add, adjusting to how much you need. And put it in a bag and get as much air out of it as I can. And I'm going to take this rolling pin and crush it. Okay, y'all, I think we just about got it to the right consistency to dump into the salmon to start making the patties. Now, once you add this, you're going to want to add your egg right behind it and all of the seasonings that I've named. And you will need to add more pork rinds, maybe not as you go, to get to the right consistency to where you think you can patty it out right. Now we're going to start stirring it up to incorporate it. And I think I'm going to need a little bit more pork rinds before I add the rest of the spices. Now, we're working on getting all of it incorporated, and the main thing to remember, we're putting some. We're not really measuring a whole lot, we're using some. Because you want it to come to the consistency you think is right. You eyeball it. So I'm going to put in some seasonings. You put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, you put a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion, an egg, and some mayonnaise. You kind of want to eyeball it to make sure it's getting up to where you can handle it to make the patties to the size that you want them. Okay, now we are going to add in the bell pepper. And we got to get it incorporated really good. It's going to be really good. It's going to have a real good crunch. And once I get it mixed up real good, I'm going to make 8 patties, or I'm hoping to make 8 patties all the same size. We'll see. We're just gonna hope. You always want to use your clean hands. It's the best gift God gave us to cook with and make stuff with. Okay, y'all, we were gonna make 8 salmon patties, and we were lucky enough to make 9. So we're gonna get ready to drop them in a pan with some butter to fry them. Okay, y'all, we're getting ready to fry them up. You're gonna put some of that good old butter in your frying pan, because butter makes everything better. And I forgot to put salt and pepper in when I was mixing them, so I'm going to take some pink Himalayan salt and McCormick ground black pepper and season them up real good. And I think the butter's about ready.
Why do you use the butter?
We're using real butter because it's better for you health-wise. The other stuff's just not good for you. So I'm going to drop these into the pan. That sizzle makes me hungry. You don't want to put too many in the pan, but you want enough in there. You don't want to overcrowd them, so they'll cook more evenly. We're going to let these cook for just a little while and keep an eye on them. Okay, I think it's about time to check them. We'll see if they're about ready to flip. Yeah, they're getting a good brown crust on one side. That's kind of what you're wanting to look for.
Good.
Yeah. Michael asked me why I was using butter instead of oil, which oil isn't horribly bad for you, but butter's way better. You should always try to use butter in place of oil if possible.
What about margarine?
Margarine is horrible. It's one of the main ingredients for plastic. And I don't know about anybody else, but I do not want to put plastic in my body because God didn't make us that way. He didn't make us to be made of plastic. I think I'm going to add a little bit more butter to make sure it don't stick too much.
How much?
I'm adding some. I like to add some butter. Nothing's measured. I just measure as I go. And I like to use real butter. And we all know why, because I've said it. Hey y'all, we just got the first batch out of the pan. And I'm the lucky one that gets to do the taste test. That is perfect. Seasoned just right. You want to get them just a golden brown on both sides. It's about 7 to 8 minutes per side.
Hey everyone. Oh, excuse me just a second. That was good. Added a little bit of smoked paprika to it. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I hope you all try this. Keto salmon cakes, low on carbs, high on taste. It's absolutely awesome. Be sure to like us, share on YouTube, comment if you anything else you'd like to see us make. Our very next segment is going to be awesome. It's going to be good old-fashioned lettuce and onions like Mama used to make. And you're going to love it. It's absolutely wonderful. Make sure you stay tuned to the Word. The Word of God is awesome. The Word of God is wonderful. And we thank God for all that He does for us. And remember, lift up Jesus Christ more than anything.